Drama erupts on The Bold and the Beautiful as Katie makes a bold move and steals Carter, leaving Daphne furious and fans stunned by the brewing love triangle. Meanwhile, on Friday, May 9th, emotions ran wild. Luna barged in on Finn at the worst possible moment, while Hope completely broke down, sobbing in Steffi's arms in a rare moment of vulnerability. But the biggest bombshell may be yet to come. Spoilers tease a jaw-dropping double cheating storyline in the works, with B&B possibly paving the way for Ridge and Brooke's long-awaited reunion. The betrayals, heartbreak, and shocking twists are only just beginning. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day after watching these videos. Please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Bold and the Beautiful. Daphne left fuming after Katie steals Carter? The Beautiful and the Bold. See, Katie Logan is aware that Daphne Rose came to town specifically to target Carter Walton, the object of her desire, but he is also attempting to reconcile with Hope Logan at the moment. However, this might all change quickly, and Carter might start to turn on romantic partners in unexpected ways. We're going to discuss how Daphne might be left on the outside looking in as Katie might step in and defend Carter. Brave and lovely, Carter strives to bring Hope back to him. Hope is now pressing for a reunion with Carter, but now that she is aware of Liam Spencer's impending death, everything will be different. He will be Hope's only focus, which could ruin Carter's chances of reuniting with Hope. Daphne is as adamant about making Carter her man, as evidenced by her constant flirtation and direct declaration of her desire for him. It's not subtle at all, Daphne. Interestingly, despite his continued pursuit of Hope, Carter is receptive to hearing her pitches. In essence, he advised her to keep trying. Hope's love for Liam, a barrier for Carter? However, things are changing, and Daphne might be caught off guard by competition for Carter. Hope isn't expecting that person, so it's clearly not her. Thus, a number of things are preventing Carter from having the opportunity to get back together with Hope. Naturally, the first is that she believes Carter threw up the business without first consulting her, favoring Ridge and Eric Forrester above her. Whether or not you support the coup, that is a legitimate worry. Although Carter technically betrayed her, I believe he didn't check in with her because he knew she would attempt to persuade him out of it. The second is that Hope's father, Deacon Sharp, is pushing Hope back toward Liam since he firmly believes Carter is not the right man for his daughter. Even without being aware that the man is dying. That is. Bold and Beautiful. Steffi reveals a startling truth about Hope. Now that Steffi Forrester has just told Hope that Liam has a brain tumor, she will provide her with additional information on Friday, including the fact that he will pass away. Naturally, Hope will want to make the most of every second Liam has left for herself and their daughter Beth. Consequently, Carter will simply not have space in her life. It would be difficult to imagine. Additionally, Hope might say to Carter, "You know what? No, I am unable to even discuss getting back together. I can't think about it. My child's father, the man I have loved for years and still care about, is dying. I apologize." Unfortunately, and simply push him away. We fully anticipate that Hope will assist Steffi and Finn in caring for Liam, and that she will only concentrate on the little time he has left with his girls. Hope must also find a way to inform Beth that her father is terminally ill. As a result, she ultimately lacks bandwidth for Carter, particularly after his betrayal. She said those things, not me. In addition, there's a potential that Hope and Liam may eventually connect and reunite, whether he survives or not. Entering the ring. Is Katie Logan putting Daphne to the test for Carter? All of this should leave Carter in a bind. Naturally, Daphne will be thinking, "Oh, alright, that's cool. I'm done with Hope. I'm going to get Carter my man now." For a few reasons, though, Katie might decide to intervene and defend Carter. First of all, Katie dislikes Daphne. She is not interested in winning Carter's affection. For a period. Second, Katie might want to keep Daphne away from Carter in case Hope, her niece, decides she wants to get back together with him after Liam passes away or if she changes her mind later. Therefore, it's possible that Katie is protecting Carter. Third, and maybe most significantly, Katie heard Daphne discussing her intention to seduce Carter and separate him and Hope with Zend Forrester Dominguez while she was in Los Angeles. "I heard you talking to Zend, and I know that you were doing Steffi's dirty work," Katie stated, addressing her right away. That's just one more reason why Katie won't want Daphne close to Carter. You must, of course, be honest about it. Additionally, despite their current separation, Katie still has feelings for Carter. Re-examining the romance between Carter and Katie on B&B. As you may recall, Katie and Carter were blissfully dating on Bold and the Beautiful, so the entire situation was strange. They abruptly pushed him into that plot with Hope after breaking them up off-screen. They essentially ended the relationship between Carter and Katie and made up this post-event obsession that Carter says he had with Hope. It didn't exist. The careless writers at B&B might now reverse all of that, go back and return to Carter and Katie. Daphne is currently making a lot of effort to win Carter over. Because Katie believes Daphne is a cunning plotter, it could be funny to watch her kind of enter from the side like the raptor you didn't see in Jurassic Park and completely stop her. The perfume lady, in Katie's opinion, is not suitable for Carter. In order to just keep Daphne away from Carter, we could see Katie first becoming closer to him. But as time goes on, Katie might come to the realization that she wants Carter back. Will B&B see a Carter and Katie reunion in the future? Let's be honest. Katie hasn't found love in her life and hasn't since her off-screen breakup with Carter, despite the fact that they had a deep friendship that served as the foundation for their relationship. Carter and Katie have both had a lot of bad luck in love. That was another thing they shared in common. As you may recall, Carter and Katie were in love and were becoming serious when they abruptly parted ways. However, they remained friends, and there is no animosity or anything of the sort between them. I believe that because Heather Tom was preoccupied with her work as a writer and director on Bold and the Beautiful, they broke up Carter and Katie and forced Carter into that insta-love relationship with Hope. Perhaps she simply didn't have time to stay in the plot because she is also a director on other TV shows. Will Katie and Carter reunite on Bold and the Beautiful? Naturally, though, Heather is now acting more as Katie. And whether it develops romantically or not, Hope's obsession with Liam could pave the way for Carter and Katie to reunite. Given that Liam is terminally ill, perhaps Bold and the Beautiful will take that approach if Hope and Carter are truly at odds. It's not like Katie has any other attractive prospects at the moment, let's face it. She is aware that her ex-husband Bill Spencer will always have feelings for her sister Brooke Logan, despite his attempts to win her back. Bill and Katie are therefore doomed. Even though he had mentioned getting back together a couple times. She and Bill won't go down that path again, in my opinion. Furthermore, there isn't really anyone else available for Katie. When she was with Wyatt Spencer, I really liked her. That combination, in my opinion, was fantastic, but Bill obviously spoiled it, and now B&B fired Darren Brooks and fired Wyatt from the soap opera. As a result, Carter is the frontrunner for Katie to date. Who will win Carter's heart between Daphne and Katie? Carter deserves a lady like Katie, in my opinion, and she was a great fit for him. I do believe Daphne is completely enamored with Cart, so it's not that she wouldn't be loyal to him. Daphne would be completely loyal to him, in my opinion, but I can't imagine Katie letting Daphne win Carter without becoming involved or perhaps trying to get back together with him. Naturally, there's a potential that Carter and Katie won't click again. Since Katie is busy writing and directing backstage at B&B, they might not have any intentions to write her a romance. However, I do believe it may be a lot of fun to watch Katie challenge Daphne if Hope tells Carter that there won't be a reunion and Daphne decides, okay, he's all mine. And it's alright if Katie managed to get Carter. Daphne might as well go after Zend. They would make a charming pair. The next update for today. The brave and the lovely recap of Friday, May 9th. Hope sobs in Steffi's arms while Luna barges in on Finn. According to the Bold and the Beautiful recap for Friday, May 9th, Hope Logan sobbed in Steffi Forrester's arms as she had to say goodbye to Liam Spencer, while Luna Nozawa rushed in on John Finn Finnegan. First, Hope was in denial during Steffi's attempt to convey the severity of the situation in Friday's B&B episode. Steffi related the scenario of discovering Liam unconscious and how it resulted in his irreversible mass discovery, even if Hope didn't want to think that Liam was truly dying. Hope finally came to terms with the fact that this was occurring and wept over their young daughters having to grow up without a father. Hope found it difficult to comprehend Steffi's news because Liam had always been healthy, therefore this didn't make sense. Although Steffi acknowledged that Liam didn't want to know, Hope was appreciative that Steffi defied his wishes and told her. Hope and Steffi were both concerned about what they would say to Beth and Kelly Spencer. Hope recalled Liam's sincere remarks from earlier and understood that he was attempting to bid her farewell. Hope ended herself crying in Steffi's arms as she contemplated how she would say goodbye to herself when the time came. Liam confided in Finn at the Cliff home that he had a lot he wanted to do but not much time. Liam was determined to retain his dark secret for the time being, despite Finn's encouragement to confide in his father, brothers, and Hope. When Luna arrived at Il Giardino, she discovered Deacon Sharp was not present, which allowed her to speak with Sheila Sharp. Luna blamed Steffi for Finn's failure to reply to her texts after she lamented that everyone save Sheila had shunned her. When Luna eventually made up her mind that this was unacceptable, she declared that she was going to visit her father. After Luna took off, Liam texted Bill Spencer to ask if he could meet him at Il Giardino. Bill told Liam he was on his way and said he would love to. Liam seems upset about having to part from them after looking at some pictures of Beth with Hope and Kelly with Steffi on his phone. When Luna entered the Cliff house, Finn was calling Dr. Grace Buckingham, Cassandra Grace, for updates. In addition to confirming that she made sure Steffi's car wasn't outside, Luna noted that the front door was unlocked. Luna brought up the fact that Finn hadn't been answering her texts and expressed how much she missed her father. Luna predicted that Finn would be a good man who wouldn't abandon his own child, but Finn seems shaken by her unexpected presence. The next update for today. Spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful double cheating story. What is BMB's reunion plan for Ridge and Brooke? According to Spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, there may be a double cheating story in the works. Is the reunion of Ridge Forrester and Brooke Logan part of this BMB's long-term strategy? Eric Forrester made a suggestion that Ridge's existing devotion to Taylor Hayes might not be sufficient. By pointing out that Ridge is not married nor engaged to Taylor, Eric attempted to nudge Ridge back toward Brooke. Eric might have suggested getting married to Taylor rather than putting Ridge back in Brooke's arms. By proposing to Taylor and hurriedly accompanying her to the altar, Ridge might end up solidifying his commitment even more. All of this, though, seems to be Ridge's attempt to hide his feelings for Brooke. Ridge is attempting to escape the past that will always haunt him and bury his fate. Remarrying Taylor won't alter Ridge's relationship with Brooke or cause him to lose sight of the amazing memories they have created together over the years. Although Brooke and Ridge have also experienced hardship, they are always drawn back together after a breakup. This time is not going to be any different, for whatever reason. Even if Ridge and Taylor get engaged, the Brooke thoughts that will be racing through his head in the coming months will still be present. Naturally, a person can only withstand so much rejection. Brooke will therefore begin to consider the notion that she may be mistaken about Ridge being the only man she is interested in. When Nick Marone returns in June, Brooke will eventually rekindle her romance with him, but it might not last. Perhaps BMB's true intention is to incite Ridge's jealousy and provide him with the final push he needs to give in to Brooke. Will Ridge eventually turn on Taylor with Brooke? Will Brooke also turn on Nick with Ridge? If this is the case, the program might be postponing Brooke and Ridge's reunion in order to fabricate a double-dealing plot. In the end, Ridge and Brooke might cheat on their most recent romantic partners. In other words, if Brooke and Ridge's raging desires flare up, Nick and Taylor might both have to deal with the betrayal. Thanks for watching this video. Please hit the subscribe button for more updated news.